square this set up, they'll be back in business. Starts here with a rock solid side out. 16 serving 12.
First set?
Yeah, first set. 16-12 for Qatar.
Qatar 16.
There we go, Manly Beach.
16-13.
Great job, the Aussies. Put some fuel on the fire in this first set. 13-16.
Yeah. Okay, we're up and running, mate.
Put on.
Corny. Manly Beach, make some noise! Great job, let your boys know you're with them.
Now we're finally back here on the live stream. And some technical issues. We now in the first set and almost for Qatar is leading. Qatar's playing a really good game. Australia had an amazing good start, but I think Tianjan Janko it's just amazing from Qatar at the moment. Well played by Damien Schumann.
Here we go, 15, serving 17, Corn with the ball.
Josh Court just missed it and gives Qatar another chance to actually close that set here.
Nice use of the block there from Josh Court, tags the line.
That was just touched the line. Very unlucky in that case for Australia.
19-15. Was the showdown one way or the other?
2 points to go for Qatar to finish and close that set. There we go with a bit more power.
That'll give us a net change.
They're not really finding the balance here right now. I say amazing start into the set. And then after the technical timeout, they were leading, I believe it was 11-10. And then Qatar made, I think, like 5 points in a row. So, lots of struggle. Josh seems a bit tired and entire game.
Fantastic. So set point opportunity here. Julio to the serve. Set point, Qatar.
He seems to be not really agile at the moment, so hopefully he finds his energy. The crowd is definitely cheering for them, so cross all the fingers.
Cool, smooth as you like.
Very crafty of Josh, but
Alright, man, Josh Court's going to fire this.
if you see like how he moves on the court, it's like very slow, like something, I don't know, it's maybe just in the mind or...
ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together please. The first set has gone the way of Qatar.
Qatar won the first set,
The Aussies will be back to fight for the second set.
we'll be back shortly for the second set.
Come and cheer on Australia. Volley Fest.
Could you make your way to the patrol?
All right, now we back in the second set. Just quick introduction here actually to the game. So now on center court we have Australia number 2. They started on 10th seed at this tournament. Number 1 there, Joshua Accord, and his partner Damien Schumann. And then on the other side we have Qatar 2. Started original with a seeding of 19. And we have their number 1, the blocker. I just missed it.
Beautiful placement there, Shuey.
It is Julio Cesar de Nascimento, and the number 2,
You love the competition.
young fella,
Going at it, 1-0.
Tijan Junko.
Nice play, 2-1. With the serve. That's the start we wanted. Money down the middle. Absolutely taking the block on there. And rightfully so.
He's definitely on fire, even though just before the ball he didn't really got it in the defense, but otherwise he's just running around as we know him, so keep fighting. Oh,
Cross-court swing this time, nice and sharp. Junko there for Qatar. Number 19 seeded team. The Aussies coming in at
nice hit there by Tijan Junko.
3-0. And on this service, a point to Qatar. We'll grab a quick end change. Start of this second set. Come and join us, Manly. The Aussies on centre court.
Unfortunately, that's too often. Unfortunately, in the first set, we have already seen too often the little mistakes that Australia is doing here. Great hit here by Josh Cord. So hopefully they can reduce the mistakes.
Second set, the 21, 4-all. Good touch from Shuey. The Angles, this wonderful team from Qatar, an imposing presence. The Aussies going head to head with them. Julio, very tall, gets right up out of the sand. 5-4. It's a rock solid play from your Volleyball. Come and join us down here, folks. We've got one more huge match for this afternoon before our ticketed session a little bit later on. So make sure you get tickets for tonight at the top of the stairs as you head out of the grandstand. So come and join us tonight. As we've said, we've got another big matchup after this.
Very powerful game here by Qatar.
Chris McHugh doing battle.
For people that actually don't know how Damien Schumann is playing usually, I think he definitely can get these balls. He's so good. He's good in reading and fights for everything. So come on, just by a notch, get it up there.
It's a quality play. Shuey, the shot was good, but the defensive pickup was just well.
But it seems like unstoppable at the moment, Qatar here.
Making the play. Got a good set
it's not even their top team, but
another point on the board, 7-5.
They're playing amazing at the moment. Crafty, very well played, Damo.
The Aussie cheer squad. Where's all the Aussie fans? A bit of noise for your boys down here. They're locked in a fantastic battle. So even, all these teams at this phase of the tournament, 6-7.
Nice serve, finally. Hopefully it brings them a bit out of the rhythm.
7-all. Nice job, Manly. Get behind your Aussie boys.
Yeah. Good up there. That's the one that we know. Yes, sir. back in the game, hopefully.
That's your Aussie boys doing what they do best. Great defensive play, converting the
Just believe in
opportunity.
yourself, and you're
Back to
there.
the lead for the Aussies at 8-7. There's another one back for the boys.
Well, I would say I was slightly lucky for the Aussie boys, but sometimes that can be a good tactic. Just leaving everything open for the attacker, and he just thinks he can like crucially hit it in. Timeout by Qatar.
So just an update from court 2. Casey Grice, Zach Schubert, they won the set, the first set in their showdown. They're currently trailing 9 points to 12. So just a couple of points early in the second set. So we'll keep you updated there. Casey Grice, Zach Schubert competing out there on court number 2. All of your green and gold Volleyballs out here. Flying the flag for Australia. Hope you're having a great time, Manly. Come and get yourself to the grandstands.
That would be good to watch. Japan against the Aussie boys. The Japan team that I think they played here in the morning.
Let's bring him out, ladies and gentlemen. Where's all the Aussie cheer squad? Josh Gord to the serve. Behind hard off the hands. Thought he got a big piece of it, just couldn't get enough downwards. Pressure on that volleyball to force it on the sand. You can see it on the big screen replay. And out of bounds. It's all right, they just need to side out here. Keep their reception strong. It's 8 serving 9.
Good hustle there. Lost the sunny on the way, maybe. That interrupt his vision for hitting the ball properly.
Josh Gord, Damien Schumann. A little bit more Manly sad there from Junko. Just watch that out. Got a whole face full of it. Happens out there on the beach. We're back ready to go. Thumbs up for Manly. Thumbs up all round. Good job. Damien Schumann to the serve. Oh, an opportunity there. The Aussie boys work so hard. It's all right, they're hanging tough. They're getting some touches.
Unlucky by Damo. Hopefully it doesn't bring him out of the rhythm there. Oh, and again.
Working so hard out there right now, both teams. There's 10-all. Manly Beach, clap your hands just a little bit. Manly Beach, clap your hands for your Aussie boys. Let them know you're still there. Great job, Manly Beach. Way to make some noise when your team needed it.
And here to the technical timeout of the second set. Lead by Australia with 11-10.
Aussie team to stay in the tournament. Come and get yourself down here in the grandstands, ladies and gentlemen. Come down up the promenade. Get yourself courtside. Welcome to Volley Fest 2016. It's a nice change-up play there. Qatar.
Nice play by Tianjan Junko.
If you're in the grandstands as well, you see one of these wonderful crew running around doing research. Make sure you let them know you're having a great time at the volleyball. It's how the locals know if we're having a good time down here, and we certainly are.
Oh.
Feel free to add in there that Shui is awesome.
That ball most likely would have run out. But someone was really hungry for that defense. Point for Australia.
The authorities know we're doing the right thing down here.
He's very high in his jumping.
It's point for point right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is the absolute business part of this second set. We're going point for point. These teams are working so hard. It is super hot out there on centre court. It's 12 all. You've got to hang tough, wait for your opportunity to come.
Nice set. There we go. That's the way, boys.
They're going to have set moves they want to run on their opponents. They'll have done their research. They'll know exactly what they want to do right now to keep pushing.
Very three controlled touches there.
Australia.
Joshua caught now on serve. Puts a bit of heat on it. Nice defense. Yes. Oh. So unlucky.
Little touch of the net call there on Josh.
It was a net touch by Josh Gord. So too hungry to block that ball.
Brush that off. Refocus.
Great eyes by Damon Schuhen.
Keep moving forward here. Every point now is so crucial. Cross was the call. Great communication. Out there, ladies and gentlemen, you'll hear these players all throughout the tournament. They're talking to each other. They're letting the other player know, your teammate, where to run their offense. 14-13 Australia.
What up here? What a rally! Great play by both sides.
Manly Beach, put your hands together for your boys. They're working so
I wouldn't
hard.
wonder if someone was just fatigued and couldn't play that ball anymore.
Keep it going for both teams. Qatar
Well played by both
Australia.
sides here.
Right
Very
now.
well
This is
played.
just unbelievable on centre court. Some of the defensive plays, just unbelievable. World class beach volleyball, 14 all. Where's the Aussie Cheers squad? Make some noise for your boys! That is a smart play, Josh Gord. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us.
15-14 for Australia.
This Qatar team absolutely in fine form right now, along with our boys. It's 15-14. We are only going to 21. Every point crucial. If you're up on the promenade, come down in here. We need your help. We need your support. Josh Gors! Yes, Manly Beach, come on.
Little overset here by
Here comes
Qatar.
your Aussie boys, 16-14, up by 2. Wow. So 15-16.
That would have been an amazing block with just one hand. He goes up there.
21-20. The Aussie boys
Unlucky, but good reading.
Second set point over there, but they did win the first.
Oh, wow. Just rotating his whole body into that ball. Seemed like he's hitting at full line, and then just like his whole shoulder twisted into it, and amazing topspin on it.
That's a big play. The set there,
Maybe a
ladies and
block
gentlemen,
would have helped.
Every skill every execution.
But we also have
is
seen
so crucial. These teams
the number
starting
2,
out
Tin
16,
Janko,
17,
doing
Qatar,
exactly in that
to
moment the
serve.
mistake. So
Aussie boys, side out City.
not this time though. Now on serve. Out.
Come on, Manly Beach, let your boys know you're here. Josh caught to the serve. The more noise you make, the better he goes. Wow, way to back yourself in down the line for the end change.
Very well
ladies and
played
gentlemen.
here.
Outside courts, the Aussie boys out there.
Tijan Janko, just an amazing game the whole way through. He's hustling hard in the defense and so has enough breath to actually play really smart. So
Cordy rock solid.
good usage here of the block.
19-17, the Aussie boys hanging tough. Doing what they
Seems
do
like a
best.
little misunderstanding by Qatar.
19-17.
He was actually hoping that his defense player will be online.
Josh Court!
His right hand is just reaching really out there and is getting that ball.
Set point Australia. Clap your hands. Clap your hands.
Yes, sir. And Australia stays in the game, and now we go to the third set.
Aussie boys on the back of your support, fighting it, getting that second set done. We are going the distance.
What a start for the third set for Australia.
Yes, indeed. So tonight you will
Really well placed into the corner by Shumi.
And the next match we need all the green and gold.
So Australia won the toss here, and they choose to play on the south side. Ah, he's just big there.
Ah, Stokey, hit your heart out. We got Josh Court throwing down one-handed Kong block.
Seems like they just found a bit of energy here.
2-0, Australia.
Let's keep rocking here.
That is a wonderful
Nice place
offensive
into the
play
corner.
shot this time. High and hard to the corner, almost untouchable. Beautiful play. 1-2, your Aussie's still up by 1. Here we go, third set. It's only to 15.
Putting in some heat into the ball.
Josh Scott, rock solid.
Undefendable.
Here we go, Manly Beach. great serve. Manly Beach, clap your hands and make a bit of noise if you're having a good time.
1-4 for Australia in the third set. It's a good start. Let's hope it's going the right direction.
This wonderful team from Qatar. Julio and Jean-Claude. Get your Aussie boys 4-1. Port to the serve.
Oh,
All right, so
just missed that
15,
ball.
ladies and gentlemen. When he's in the grandstands, come on down, it's all free of charge.
Especially from that side. He seemed to be very confident playing from the north side, or serving especially from the north side. So unlucky.
Shuey, that is just precision placement. The power to get it through the defensive setup. The Aussie boys 5-2, up by 3. Not this time. Junko, a nice play from the outside.
Massive hate by Jian Junko.
Side out time for the Aussie boys.
Both teams playing a really well
3-5.
game of beach volleyball here. Good control here. Can he use it? Nice defense. Oh,
It's a hard breaker there for Josh. He got a good look at it, but that set just coming over his shoulder.
good idea though.
That's the hardest play to make. You're not really aware of the court because you're looking back, trying to find the volleyball. 4-5.
I'm pretty sure the opposition was waiting for a hard-driven ball there. So good change up of speed, but unlucky. Here we go.
That's a big block for the end change, ladies
Massive
and gentlemen.
block.
Come on down if you've just arrived. We are rocking and rolling
5-all.
down here with the Aussie boys. Let them know you're still here, Manly Beach. Team Australia, where's all the Aussies? The boys are locked in a massive battle here. It's all tied up at 5 points all. Wow.
That was a rally on a millimeter here.
Played out. The team from Qatar somehow kept
I'm not
the
sure if
ball
I
alive,
saw
but
the ball
Aussies get
maybe
ball
before already
6-5.
touching the sand though, but good control and like
Here we go, Manly Beach, come on. Get behind your boys. Who's cheering for Australia this afternoon, Manly Beach? You sound so good, your boys can hear you out there. Let them know you're still here. Aussies battling across both courts. Aussies getting it done. Shuey at 8-5.
a lot of pressure coming here from Australia.
Here we go, Manly Beach. You know what to do. You know what to do. So we're only going to 15, ladies and gentlemen.
Court on serve.
That is a break for the Aussies. 9-5. Up by 4 now. A little window of opportunity here. Josh Court to the serve.
Seems like Tijanjenko had an amazing game so far, but like now, like the last 4 rallies, he's doing 3 mistakes. Oh, bad set there. At the moment, too many unforced mistakes by Qatar. Fighting there. And out again. Great rally there.
You're feeling good, you enjoying the beach volleyball. Your boys, the Jordan's crowd. We're going the distance. What a battle on the end change. Josh Court for the ace, Manly Beach. Show me the ace, Manly Beach, hands up, show me the ace. Cordy getting it done in the clutch.
Great play here by Australia, 6 points now in a row. Is he keeping up? And again, it's... Great call there. Even though the blocker was there, but...
Here working so hard, getting some momentum.
And 7 points in a row.
12-5 scoreboard.
3 points to go. Well played by Tijanjenko.
Qatar. So we're rolling.
Let's see if they find the energy to come back, making a bit more trouble for the Aussies. Even though you don't like to see that, but
stay with this family. There's one back. This battle continues. What a matchup we've seen. 3 sets of awesome beach volleyball, Manly. It doesn't get much better than this. Qatar closing the gap. 7-12. 7 serving 12. Shui absolutely.
He's using the block again.
High and hard off the hands, Manly Beach. Let's get our boys home. We're going to grab an end change. Closing it on 15 in this third deciding set. We got a match point, Manly Beach, are you with us? Who's with your Aussies? The boys have worked so hard. Here we go, match point.
Crafty.
One more save, ladies and gentlemen. This battle we expected. It's what we wanted, it's what we've got. Qatar hanging tough. They've got some work to do. It's still match point Australia. Manly Beach, make some noise. Are you with us?
There it is. Australia number 2 won that game and staying alive in the competition. Well played from both teams. Amazing game.
Junior and Ahmed Tijanjenko from Qatar. Thank you very much, gentlemen. What a game. And victorious. Please, a huge round of applause for Josh Court, Damien Schumann. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the number 1 seeds coming up very shortly. Isaac Kappa, Chris McHugh for Australia. We're going to run down onto centre court. We're going to work in with our broadcast, and of course I'll try and grab them for an interview on the stand with you. So bear with us, folks. We're going to run down here and have a bit of a chat to the boys, and we'll be back with the next match in just a moment's time. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The number 1 seeds are up next. Your Aussie boys, Isaac Kappa. Chris McHugh will fly down here and grab the boys. What a victory, what a 3-setter. The lads getting it done. We'll be back live very, very shortly. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to grab the boys for TV and then I'll also grab them live in the arena for you. So please stick around and get a seat because we've got an absolute barn burner coming up as well.
Hey?
Are you split it up?
Yeah.
Bruce is hopefully joining. He said like 1/3 company next for the next game.
Not for your job, is he?
Huh?
What's he what?
Oh yeah, like
Oh, yeah. Tell him to come up, yeah. That'd be good. I mean, you'd find it easy too if you had someone to walk off.
yeah. And he's good. Like he talks a lot.
You're sounding good too, Cordy. That was the best answer I've ever heard you give.
Do you want to rotate that? Oh, let's leave it then. Don't worry.
See how much? We might be okay.
Yeah, look, we really had to dictate that. We had a tough match yesterday, or 2 matches. That match where we haven't seen the Qatar boys play as you were before. Big Brazilian on the right side was having quite a problem. So we switched it up, made a few changes on the serving, and we came through good.
Got that done, and then the third set was just guards, it was just sticking together, and how was that one crowd? It was just fantastic.
Yeah, look, they give you a huge lift. First set and a half, 2 sets, just a big game, hitting, put the ball down, and that last set was just a huge mental, physical battle. Played some big names.
And Shuey, I'll pass over here to you as well, mate. Those boys, they've got some serious going in the backcourt. Obviously, just that's just looking at those guys that are going to be away, but they're making good adjustments throughout that first set. That's really turning around the team.
Yeah, definitely does. Really excited. Set up. It's very, very fast. Very tough on the whole side. And step up yourself and try and get some things back.
It's just so nice to have a really old set. And I'm playing at home. We're very used to travelling all around the world as Australian players. And having such a good team must be really special.
Yeah, it's so good. They help the crowd so awesome. They come down once again. The whole festival is very cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, super proud of these boys. Josh Hall, David Schumann. We'll see you in the next round.
All right, I'm very, very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, going to grab these guys because I know they want to get on with their recovery, and I thank them so much for their time. For you still here in the stadium, I'm here with Josh Court, Damien Schumann. A huge round of applause, all the Aussie fans. How good was that? That is what we're here for. As an old school volleyballer, and I can see so many of the old school crew up there in the grandstands just cheering you guys. As the current generation, that must have felt so good out here with the green and gold on, the crowd going wild. That team took you the absolute distance. What a barn burner, Cordy. That was awesome.
Yeah, look, that was a high energy match from start to finish. That third set was just an enormous mental battle from both teams. Just wearing shots, remaining patient and making kicks where you can.
And sure, you got plenty of those, the Bobcat and the backcourt, mate. Obviously, Cordy's up there doing the blocking. They had some serious guns in offense, but you got some digs. And way to bring it home in that third set. That must have felt fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. They're a great defensive team, and they were on a lot of my shots and my hits, so I have to make some digs myself. But it's so good having the awesome Manly crowd behind us, and yeah, can't thank them enough for coming down and sitting in the heat and watching us. Very appreciated.
Well, we're going to let you get on with recovery, ladies and gentlemen. Boys, we're so proud of you. We're so proud of all our Volleyroos, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for these guys. We'll see you in the next round. Well, ladies and gentlemen, come down and join us. We're not too far away. This next matchup, we'll bust a move back to the tower, fire it up. Up the waves. It's a beautiful crowd here in Manly. Oh, we love it down here. It's non-stop volleyball. So come down and join us, folks. We're not too far away. We're going to fire up this match. It is an absolute cracker. The number 1 seed, Isaac Kappa, Chris McHugh of Australia, taking on this team from Indonesia. Farian Shia taking his place on the court next to his partner, Muhammad Ashfayar from Indonesia. We're not too far away. Come down and join us, folks. What a day we're having. Make sure you're here cheering on your Aussie Volleyroos. Job. Ladies and gentlemen, to the teams. Our first team we're going to bring out Please make them welcome. They're from Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Farian Saya. Farian Saya. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The serve was really good. Isaac Kappa had to make some serious movements into the court. He got a touch on it. And his partner gave him enough to work with. Sneaks it down to the back of the court. Great start from the Aussies, 1-0. Nice play, Chris.
And with a lead of 2-0 for Australia, we welcome you guys to the second round 16 match here on centre court for the men's.
Just gets so high out of the sand.
With here the Australian #1 team and also seeded on #1 for the whole competition. With #2, the blocker Isaac Kappa, and the defense player just served out, Christopher McHugh. And their opponents seated on #13, Indonesia #1, just served.
Isaac Kappa, that's what these
Provincia,
really nice pass. And then I'll move their point of attack
and
around
the
a little
defense
bit.
player with #1,
for Isaac to go down the line
Ashfia.
for Rewan.
Definitely looking good for the start. Nice and high jumps here. He would have been there for the block. I'm pretty sure that ball just touched the net, but he was definitely in the right spot. Isaac Kappa now on serve. Oh, crafty. Ashfia very well used his wrists.
This matchup down here, rocking and rolling. And then of course we get set for tonight. If you haven't got your tickets for the Twilight session, you need tickets to come and join us tonight under lights. The boys, the Aussies, that's a good start for them. That's what you're looking to do early in these sets. Get your rhythm flowing, get your service reception and your serve on point. So you're receiving well, and then you're attacking your opponents nice and early. 6-2 for the Aussies.
I think they must have lost.
A bit of love on the net there for the team from Indonesia. Ball cannoning into the net there, but dropping over for a winner. 376. Just too big there, Isaac Kappa. Set dropped inside just a tiny bit, but a player of the calibre of Isaac Kappa, he just adjusted in. High and hard off the heads, nice play. Good control from the Aussies, 7-3.
Do you want to introduce me? You can do that. You can do it. No, you go. You're doing that so well.
Kappa, nice big piece of that.
Just missed that block here. Well, I'm very welcome Aaron Krug on my side, helping me a bit out here with the live stream commentation.
You'll adjust on that.
I think everyone knows Aaron Krug quite well, but please say something quickly about yourself.
Thanks for having me, Martin. Excited to be here. Checking out Chris and Isaac. Looking good. They've had a good start, huh?
They had a very well start so far, so we'll see how they're going during the game. At the moment, very powerful, as said, high jumps. I mean, they're massive, but it's great when they use it. So.
Chris really backing in on his serve there. Really big weapon for this team. They really needed to be firing in order for them to take out the better teams in this competition. Huge hit there from Isaac Kappa. Isaac and Chris seeded first in this tournament, looking to win their third in a row, I believe. There's been some really strong Asian teams that have come to risen to the top over the last few months. Qatar won, and then obviously also Damo and Cordy here in Australia. So it'll be quite the feat if they can take out their third Asian champs in a row, but I certainly wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, you're very right. Like, I mean, I think so far in the season they haven't really looked very strong. I think they reset their heads from last weekend. Got defeated by. Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe they lost to Casey and Bo Soderberg last weekend. It was actually quite a convincing win for Casey and Bo, maybe 15 and 17 or something like that. So, oh no, it was in 3, wasn't it? Yeah, they won in 3. So yeah, but I mean, you couldn't really put anything past Chris and Isaac. They have been the best Australian team for a long time now. They have undoubtable skills. Isaac is huge at the net, and Chris obviously has that weapon of a serve and is quite the defender also. So certainly favourites in this game. Whether they'll be favourites for the tournament, time will tell.
More often than not, the Aussies this time carrying it through the net, dropping down 11-6.
Big lead here in the first for Chris and Isaac, 11-6. Wouldn't expect Indonesia to come back from here. This Indonesian team, quite a young team, I believe. They have a rich history of beach volleyball in Indonesia. A lot of us would have played against them in the past. I know there's been some epic Australia v Indonesian battles. I know Adam Blackburn had a few in his day against Coco and Andy. I think that was 2 games, 1 tournament, 0 wins for Adam Blackburn on that occasion.
12-7 scoreboard, sitting over here and
unlucky for them.
an update for number 2, the Aussies out there at 9-all. A little tag of the tape right back at you this time. Hope you're enjoying the action, folks. We've had a massive couple of days, and it just continues through tomorrow. Of course, Monday, the gold medal matches.
So number 1 for Indonesia, Yaya back to serve. Really nice float serve.
Still in the game.
Amazing dig there. He didn't know much about it, but it was an amazing dig nonetheless. And Isaac goes clean over the top of him to finish off the point.
What a nice field defense, I would say.
So this is actually really positive to see. Chris and Isaac are a level above this Indonesian team. It's great to see them playing some really positive, powerful volleyball.
anyway, so 2-2 still shut us down, but you can never win.
But again, I think when it's really loud, like we just.
Like this is,
Down here on center goal, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a bit of a run around the outside courts as well, and a bit of a summary of other results. We know Casey and his partner Zach just went down in 3 to the #1 Japanese team. We know that Bo Soderberg and Cole are locked in a tight game with Kazakhstan 2. I believe it's currently about 15 all in that game. Mike Watson and Sam O'Day, the #1 New Zealand team, had a forfeit, which was very pleasant for them. The Oman 1 team decided to not show up for that game, which was, yeah, as I said, great for them. And Qatar 1, who are arguably the team to beat in this tournament, are playing a tie 2, I believe, and you would expect them to win that quite convincingly.
Japan, we're playing Japan.
A little break there for Indonesia. That's it. The Aussies just losing a little bit of control on that ball. Into the net it goes.
Little unforced error here by Isaac. Indonesia is now coming back step by step. Timeout by Australia.
We'll take us to the timeout down here, folks, now.
Yeah, Indonesia definitely has shown you a couple of points now in a row, so
we're going to reset this amazing
we'll see if Australia will find some base again into the game.
It's going to be absolutely amazing in here tonight. You do need to get tickets for tonight's session.
So,
if you haven't done so yet, you can get tickets.
Set 1 here going to plan for the Australians. Indonesia really need to find something in order to make the second set a little bit more competitive. Chris and Isaac having a field day at the moment, and you'd expect them to continue it on.
Indonesia and Australia. Here we go. 11, 7, 13.
The girls and the second female nations that play each other.
Good idea from Kappa. Watches it all the way out of bounds.
Seating, or this will just be a car. Or centre court, basically.
Thanks, Anna.
It's not a lot, it's just a couple of classes.
Some great scramble there from the Indonesian team. Unfortunately, they just couldn't finish it off. Certainly shows what they're capable of, though.
Oh, a little luck, that one jagging off the net and down for the Indonesian combination. The Aussies still in control of this first set.
What's the score? 15-12.
15-12 here. Australia still leading with a handy 3-point lead. Indonesia with a terrific float serve, and that really is one of the advantages to this Mikasa ball. If you hit it correctly, it's going to fly and it's going to move and it's going to sway to both sides and make it very hard to serve receive.
Just out.
Aussie boys just going for that angle a little bit too
I think Christo is doing a couple of unforced mistakes. He seems to be, it's like his game plan usually, like he gets a bit angry, a bit hated, and that's like playing really tough balls now. So let's see if he gets back to control. Just out by Isaac as well.
Interesting game plan here from Indonesia. Australia are consistently going over the top of their block, but hitting the ball out at the same time. So Australia are going to have to recalibrate those arms and get themselves back.
Wow.
I believe that would be 3 or 4 points in a row for Indonesia, bringing them right back into this first set. $15 points all. Chris and Isaac with some work to do.
10-16.
Oh, there's a break back for you, Volleyroos. Great job. Where's all the Aussie juice got out?
Okay, so 16 points all. Chris McHugh back to serve, looking to make either a dig or a block to give them a lead again in the first set. Indonesia have really come back in with some great control. Huge hit down the line there from the #1 Indonesian player, maintaining that 1 point lead, getting down to the real crucial time in this first set. A dig or a block could go either way for these two teams.
A little run right now.
Lots of energy here from Indonesia that they show.
Stick with this man, let your Aussie boys know you
I would
still
say
have
Australia
to
probably
make
would
noise.
like to have a
Aussie boys,
timeout still left. Already used it though.
Still a bit to go on this
So
next side out.
let's hopefully find.
Okay, so
Tough sometimes. Get a
work
bit
to do
challenging.
here from Chris and Isaac, down 3 points in the first set after having quite a significant lead. Now, if you were their coach, Martin, what would you be telling them to do right now?
Here we go, 19.
It's hard to say. I mean, definitely getting a bit the heat out of the ball and just getting the control back. Yeah, keep the communication up. I mean, it seems like it's now the second ball in the row that they playing the defense straight over the net. So it seems like that their arms just like, yeah, like.
Look, I think they're really struggling with that float serve. They haven't been able to serve receive well at all.
Yeah.
Whereas Indonesia are making it look relatively easy. I think that was a really big touch on the block that was not seen by either the first or second ref, which is a bit of a gift for Chris and Isaac, bringing the lead down back to 1. Indonesia are going to take a time out to figure out whether they're going to let the frustration get to them or whether they're going to reset and side out and put this first set in the bag.
I think you would be a much better coach though. So good choice here.
Maybe if you go there now.
Just a ridiculously good dig from Chris McHugh there, and unfortunately Isaac sets him terribly and Chris is not able to put it away, giving Indonesia back the 2 point lead and 2 set points. Fitting way to finish that first set. Indonesia with another float serve. Chris and Isaac are really going to have to figure out how to serve receive these float serves, otherwise they will be picking up a 9th at the 2016 Asian Champs.
Yeah, first seeded are you really under the pressure. So let's hopefully they find some energy and some well, actually calmness, we would almost say, right? So yeah, that's the control.
It's a good point, Martin. They might be out there playing tentative volleyball. You know, oftentimes in these situations, it's not so much about winning, it's about the fear of losing. So if that is the case, Chris and Isaac need to get rid of that mentality, get their heads in the game, make sure they take out this second set and bring it to a third.
Good eye there from Cap.
Well, that's a good start. If Indonesia continue to serve the ball out, Chris and Isaac don't need to clean up their serve receive, but don't think that's going to be the case.
First set. Aussies must win this set to stay in the tournament, stay in the match.
Attention on the pieces in the water perimeter, please.
Just
a general reminder for anybody looking to swing today.
2 service errors to kick the set off. I actually don't mind that though. Chris has gone after that serve, and you know that one a foot shorter, and it's going to cause a bad serve receive or possibly an ace. So not too bad.
In the areas in front of the court, so around
That's
the
a nice
stormwater
drop there from Cap.
device, around the volleyball court.
Not the cleanest of side outs, but a very important one nonetheless. 2 points to 1, Chris and Isaac.
The designated swimming area marked by the 2 red and yellow flags. Also, while in the swimming area, can we please make sure you follow all directions from the line.
And there you have it, the referee wanting to let all the players know that he is in fact still there, and he has a whistle that he is willing to blow. Probably not a carry or a double hit in my opinion, but it's not the way the referee saw it.
A lifted ball.
2 points all.
As was the case there, lifted ball.
Yeah, Srini was very tough on this call, I would say as well, yeah.
Just clean this time. No touch and out of bounds.
Few errors creeping into Chris and Isaac's game here. Down a point and a set.
Which is exactly the right thing to do.
Definitely going to need to tune in soon to turn this around. Nice clean side out from Isaac. Beautiful set from Chris. Clean line shot over the top of the block. Good signs on that one.
But he took it down the line. That is a sweet play for 3-all.
Let's see if Chris is serving this ball in this time. He does. Just off the hands out.
Just terrific seeing this level of competition here at Manly Beach. Personally, I've played on the Asian Tour for the last few years, played against all of these guys, and to see them on my home beach playing on this beautiful day is just a beautiful thing to witness.
That's a beautiful play from Cap this time.
So Isaac stringing together a few really solid side outs. It's exactly what he needs to do. Very good signs here for Team Australia.
Sweet swinging from that side. This time, once again, this Indonesian combination.
Indonesia not going away though, playing some very solid volleyball. Really going back to the basics with some great serve receive, some clean sets, and some nice shot selection. What happened?
Why is that?
Oh, let's listen to that one guy.
Oh, how wonderful volunteers. Concrete fighting over here. You got to keep your eyes on the ball, ladies and gentlemen.
The ball knocked the phone out of the volunteer's hand, and he managed to catch it
You
again.
got this in the crowd too. They just do not miss a thing. They never miss a thing that's happening in this arena. You got to love it. Thanks for being so awesome. Can't wait for tonight.
Unfortunately, again from Chris, like to do that very unforced mistake here.
It's going to be unreal. 6-5.
So really so far Indonesia playing a very solid form of volleyball, but Chris and Isaac, it has to be said, are erring out of this game at the moment.
I've been assured it's going to be rad down here, as we were discussing last night. Right now 7-5.
Another big float serve. I don't think I can remember a game when a float serve was so important and so damaging as it is in this game.
And I think that's exactly the problem that Australia has here. They're probably not really used to such a strong float serve. As you say, like we haven't seen it here quite often. They're doing that very well. So yeah, that's probably for them a good tactic to go and to make heaps of trouble for the Aussie boys that now took actually a timeout. So yeah, maybe it also takes a bit the run off from Indonesia. So
amazing live entertainment. There it is up there on the big screen. Of course, Australia's got talent. It's got talent right here. The winner, Fletcher Pillon, will be here, rocking and rolling, having a great time down on the sand. Fireworks shows. There's going to be lots of fun.
Teams are brought back onto the court.
And make some noise for your Aussie boys, the Volleyroos, Isaac Kappa and Chris McHugh.
Indonesia with a very solid 3-point lead, I believe.
8 serving 5, second set.
Chris and Isaac really staring down the barrel here. Need to do something quick, otherwise their Asian champs will be over.
Isaac Kappa! That's the way to do it.
Beautiful pass. I think that set was one fingernail away from being a double hit, but Isaac being able to take care of it and produce a beautiful AJ Lee-esque cut shot.
Isaac Kappa, here we go, son. Rock and roll, the Aussie lads down there, kicking it at 6-8.
I lie, AJ Lee's cut shot would have been a lot finer than that.
Out of bounds, there's one for the Aussies.
2 huge points there for Chris and Isaac, reducing the lead to 1 solitary point.
it seems to pay off, like that very early timeout that they took.
7-8 right here.
Even though they got forced again to take this early timeout, so I hope on the end of the set they might just don't miss it then, you know. Yeah, Isaac now on defense.
That's a beautiful shot from Farhan Yassay on that occasion. Indonesia just refused to go away. They're really keeping the pressure on Chris and Isaac here. And of course, Indonesia really don't have anything to lose here. They're the underdogs in this game. They're certainly not playing like it.
Dropping it down there.
Huge block there from the number 2 from Indonesia.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I think he's about half the size of Isaac Kappa, but obviously able to jump out of the sand and grab that ball and put it down for a huge block.
Yeah, and you like blocking as well sometimes, huh?
That's a sweet play. Way to go, man.
Obviously a huge blocker myself. Great hit there from Chris. A solid side out. It's what they needed. Looking to make a big point back now. Another beautiful dig there from Chris McHugh. A dig made famous by the Mayor of Manly himself, Julian Prosser. He would like to call that one the flipper. Unfortunately, the flipper was not good enough to win the point on that occasion. Indonesia just keeping the pressure on.
There's one for Kappa. Lucky break for the Aussie boys.
Everyone with a smile on their face after that point. Another gift for Isaac. A beautiful serve and just the cheeky one over. And of course, Chris McHugh meant to do that. Realised that there was a nice flat surface on his forehead there and just dug the ball up in the air to his partner. Unfortunately, could not put it away, which will bring them to the technical timeout, 9-12 down.
You're gonna have a really, really good time. You're gonna have a big party. If you haven't got your tickets,
The little guy just jumps and hangs and just goes.
This scoreboard will swing very quickly. With a dig here, 12 serving now.
So a really crucial end here for both teams. Indonesia could win the game on this end if they're able to get a 4-3 or a 5-2. But Chris and Isaac will really need to go the other way. They'll be looking for a 5-2 end in order to drag themselves back into this game. Good start with a service error.
For the green and gold, 10-12.
Seems like Qatar is now going back to the net. Balls before, he wasn't really blocking there, so let's see what Australia is doing there. If they really changing their tactic and that McHugh is now going to block. So
big point there for Team McHugh Kappa. Isaac originally losing the joust, but being able to make a very solid dig, and his partner Chris putting him up on the net. Isaac making no mistake on the hit. Oh, Chris McHugh will be having nightmares about that play tonight when he shuts his eyes. That is a cardinal sin in this game of beach volleyball. For God's sakes, let that ball drop.
Win set for the Aussies. We must win this set to stay in the match.
Oh man.
Ah, that's the way you do it. Of course, you can use any part of your body to dig the ball in beach volleyball. It's not advisable to use your shoulder or your face at any point.
Nice side out from Chris and Isaac there. Indonesia opting for the dig with the face move. Unfortunately, didn't pay off on that occasion. Huge scramble play. Beautiful dig by Chris in the backcourt. Isaac putting it away with a cheeky knuckle back to the cross court.
Right back in for this second set. We're going to time out here on centre court, ladies and gentlemen. All the action down here.
Indonesia going back for a timeout. Going to reset and figure out where to go to from here. Huge point there. Indonesia holding their nerve and getting the side out. Chris and Isaac both made great plays on that point, but Indonesia able to find the tool to go to the swap ends with a 2-point lead. 15-13, Indonesia up.
With the Aussie boys, clap your hands and make a bit of noise. Let them know you're still here.
Isaac with a really good side out, cutting that lead to 1. And in the scheme of things, that 1-point lead won't count for much. I'd put money on Chris and Isaac having 1 or 2 transition plays in the bank. And there's one of them. Huge block from Chris McHugh. Squaring it all up at 15 points apiece. They were on the brink. Can they come back?
Great watch by Kappa. Absolutely followed that the whole way to make sure.
And for the first time since the middle of set 1, Australia have found themselves with a 1-point lead. Chris McHugh with another huge block. The defender showing that he is also a blocker.
17-15.
And all of a sudden, a certain loss looks to me like a very probable win.
Nice serve here along the middle. Both Indonesians just didn't really kept up the communication here.
Aussies up by 3.
See if we can replay that again.
Big side out from Indonesia there.
Alright, so we're off to 21.
Now it'll be interesting to see whether they can drag themselves back into this set or whether they're going to sit back and get ready for the third.
Oh, it's a heartbreaker, just grabbing it.
Looks like they've opted for the former. Splitting the lead in half. Chris and Isaac
We are absolutely going the distance.
swapping sides with a 1-point lead.
Showdown, Indonesia and Australia. Who's cheering for Indonesia? Right there in the crowd, make a bit of noise.
Mountains of pressure on Isaac Kappa here. I would imagine with the float serve from Indonesia's number 1.
Let's get our boys home. Wow, this game.
Not sure what I just witnessed on that point. Thought Australia had won it 3 times, but somehow Indonesia walk away with the point.
Team tied up at 18 points all.
18 all. Crucial point here.
There's Isaac Kappa at his best. Here we go, Manly Beast. Let's get our boys home. Stay with us.
Beautiful line shot there from Isaac Kappa. 19 points to 18.
Chris McHugh to the serve. 19, serving 18.
Let's see if they can get these 2 points to stay alive and get the game into the third set. Indonesia doesn't really let them, so we'll see. It's a very, very fucking close game.
Really impressed with how Indonesia are playing. Two guys that are much smaller than their opposition, but just having the time of their lives out there and playing some really solid beach volleyball. Indonesia number 1 looking for the reach call, but unfortunately that is just Chris McHugh being Chris McHugh.
Beach, make some noise! Let's get these boys home. Set point. Wow, we are going.
Again, Indonesia with no right to win that point after a huge block from Chris, but somehow find a way with just superior control at this point. 20 points all.
So, there's no ceiling on the points. We'll go as long as it takes. You must win by 2 points. 20 all.
Oh, it's out.
The shot was absolutely the right one, but just out of bounds.
Misses by centimetres, bringing up a match point for Indonesia.
It is match point. Indonesia.
It's 13 seeded against the first seeded of this competition, so that would be a big defeat.
Asian champions.
Oh, good set.
Still in the game.
Isaac Kappa.
Big play from Isaac there. The Indonesian defender sat right under it. Thought it was Christmas, but unfortunately just didn't make a good play on the ball, and it's 21-all. Indonesia still with the advantage here. Chris McHugh, Isaac Kappa looking to make a big block or a dig in defense, and of course put it away to gain that advantage. Touched.
Out of bounds. No touch call.
Indonesia calling for the touch. The linesman saying it was touched, but very quickly putting his flag away once he realised the referee had called it out. Chris and Isaac with the advantage. Big opportunity to take this game to 3 sets. And there you have it. 2 hitting errors from Indonesia means that we are going to 3.
Oh, now, ladies and gentlemen, I need your help down there in the grandstands. We want to let these...
Kind of happy about that, Martin. This is a pretty terrific game, so not feeling too badly about seeing a 3rd set.
Me neither, me neither. I think it's a great show that's going on here on Manly Beach. So things like this, that's exactly what we have in this sport, and we just have to show it, and we're definitely loving it. So I'm very happy about this as well. Yeah.
Round we go. Over to you guys.
My take on it is that 100% Chris and Isaac have more weapons than the Indonesian team, but Indonesia with far more control at this point. It'll just be a case of whether Chris and Isaac can find a little bit more control, and I think that'll be the determining factor of whether they can walk away from this game with a victory rather than a loss.
A bit louder now. Let me hear you make some noise. You got our Aussies home in that set. That was all you, Manly. Manly Beach, please put your hands together and bring these 2 teams out. Way to get your Aussies home in the 2nd set. We are off to 3 sets. We are going the distance.
Always interesting as you embark on a 3rd set to see whether, you know, the team that won the 1st set are going to be able to overcome the disappointment of the game going to 3, especially with a few match points.
I also think that for Australia it will be quite a release. As you just said on the beginning, there's probably also that fear about like losing, and this is sometimes really, really deep. So having that one win, even if it's just a set, I think that's really necessary, and maybe it's actually the change of the game here.
Yeah, absolutely. The fear of losing could very well be gone after they have come back from the brink, and they might be willing to play more a free style of volleyball and use those weapons that they both possess.
You had a good look at it.
Although saying that, it has been a tentative start from both teams with a service error and then a hitting error from Chris and Isaac there. 1-all to open this 3rd set.
It's great volleyball. It's amazing. Like, I would definitely say that Australia has also like their body language changed. Yeah, like very rather mature on the ball now, behind the ball in defense, not shaking too much.
Yeah, it looks like they're just being a little bit more positive, you know, really celebrating their successes and not getting so down about the disappointments. Saying that, you have to give this Indonesian team a lot of respect. They've maintained a really positive mindset this entire game and are playing just a really enjoyable brand of beach volleyball.
I totally agree with that.
And there you have it. That might be the first really clean second ball side out that I've seen from Chris and Isaac in this game, and I think that's a really positive sign and a sign that they're going back to their natural game. And I have no doubt that if they do play their natural game in this third set, they will walk away with the victory. It's just whether they can get to that point before the end of the game. Disappointing there from Chris serving into the middle of the net. Indonesia will be looking to make a dig in defense here and a big point in trans.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever watched a bit of ball on Manly Beach, it doesn't get much better than
Big
this.
side out there from Isaac. Unfortunately for Indonesia, the defender couldn't get onto the ball to pop it up. Big play. There might have been a little bit of luck involved in that one. I'm not sure whether that was Chris McHugh that made that dig on the block or whether it was his hat. Either way, Isaac was able to put the set on the net and Chris made no mistakes on the trans hit, putting it away.
26 all outside court.
Opening up a nice little 2-point lead here early in the second, 5 points to 3.
Just a little adjustment there.
Of course, every point worth its weight in gold in this third set.
Sunglasses, they can take a moment.
With every point a team goes ahead, the other team
Which is perfectly cool.
gets under more and more pressure, and you know that can mean even more mistakes.
Aussie boys, you guys are so the difference in that second set. You're cheering and support. 5 serving 3. There's another one for the
Case in point. A line shot that number 2 from Indonesia has been making this entire game just goes out by a few centimetres, opening up a 3-point lead. Chris and Isaac steaming home to a victory here.
27. Got my bus kangaroo. Serving 3. Chris McHugh has just big trouble when the ball gets on top of the net like that.
Chris and Isaac really showing their class now.
28 all.
Stringing together 4 really solid points.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen,
putting themselves in a position that is arguably unbeatable.
Let him know you're still here, Manly Beach. Clap your hands. Kappa, 7-3.
I'm very surprised, like how Christopher McHugh is just taking really the role of a blocker, and that's so well. So I don't know. Have you seen him play blocking before? Or?
Yeah, I think they use it as a bit of a change-up play. Stroke of genius in this game, though, because Chris really won them that second set off the back of his blocking. So certainly has worked in this game. I'm not sure if it's a strategy that I really like with this team, because obviously Isaac is such a big block, but it certainly has worked in this game.
Just wide on the serve. You've got to back yourself in there. These players will go for those aces.
2 serving mistakes by Australia in a row. So.
The boys up by a couple of points. They'll attack that every.
Yeah, really, Australia allowing Indonesia to remain in this game off the back of a few service errors, but Indonesia will need to start making some trans points. And with side outs like that, it's going to be very difficult.
Fast, effective. Demolishes that ball into the serve.
Love to know what's happening out on that court. just saw Andre cheering. And there he is with another big block. Might want to consider becoming the full-time blocker for this team off the back of this performance.
Getting our Aussies home.
I think a few hours from now, Chris and Isaac will be sitting in front of the television with a stiff drink in their hand, contemplating the great escape indeed. Back from the brink to stay alive for their three-peat of Asian Championships.
Nice shot from Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, just had word coming in from court number 2, 32 points to 30. The Aussies have just won the second set and taken the match. Bo Soderberg, Coulter, great
They
job.
won it in 2.
32.
All right, we've got one more team to get home here. Isaac Kappa, Chris McHugh, 6 serving 10.
Big block from Indonesia, scraping 1 point back. The word is from court number 2, Cole Duran and Bo Soderberg have just won an absolute marathon of a game, winning the second set 32-30 against Kazakhstan 2, which means that we have another Australian team through to the quarterfinals of Asian Champs 2016. Isaac Kappa with a beautiful line shot, looking to make it a third team through to the quarterfinals. And at this point, it looks absolutely inevitable.
Little touch on the hands.
A referee spotting the touch on that occasion. Maybe not as important as the one that he missed, but a touch nonetheless.
The 13th seeded team. Aussies still up by 3, 8 serving 11.
Not so bad in my opinion. I think the referee preempted the set on that occasion. Saw Isaac fall to the side and said, there's not a person on this planet that could set that cleanly. And then Isaac did, but whistle was already blown. So 9 points to 11, giving Indonesia a glimmer of hope. If they can find some of those black magic float serves, they might find themselves still in this game. Chris McHugh could have hit any part of the court on that occasion. He jumped up, he said, will I hit a cross? Nah, I'll just go down the line.
12-9, here we go.
Australia finding some black magic float serves of their own, forcing the passing error on that occasion, opening up a 4-point lead. A lead they will not lose this game from.
Not just yet. Double digits up for Indonesia, 10-13. Still advantage.
But with that being said, I am known to be notoriously wrong all of the time. 10 points to 13. Shot down the line from Isaac Kappa, bringing up 4 match points.
Australia, I think you know what.
And it's at this time in every game of volleyball, the server holds the ball in their hand and they go ace or error. Error.
We call that a dramatic pause just on match point there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Manly Beach, the boys worked so hard, got themselves back in that second set on the back of your support, on the back of your noise. It's still match point Australia.
I wouldn't wonder if Indonesia is
You know what to do.
probably not doing like 1 or 2 points here, but it should be a win for Australia. All day long.
And there you have it. In the immortal words of Ross Solly, the great escape has been achieved. Australia live to fight another day, but Indonesia with just a terrific performance, really bringing it up to the #1 seeds. Just couldn't finish the job on this occasion. Great game of volleyball.
Thanks very much, Aaron. It was me a pleasure to work with you. Great job. Thanks.
Always happy to have a platform to speak a great load of crap.
Thank you for being such an amazing crowd.
Thanks,
Make sure
guys.
you get your tickets. If you haven't got a ticket for tonight, you can grab one just up there at the top of the promenade, at the top of the stairs. I'm going to grab these lads. Kappa, get over here, my man. Just want to give you a big manly hug, you legends. Well done, guys. Get in here. All right, mate, we'll get the cameras over here, get on the big screen. Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Kappa, Crispy Q, way to get him home, Manly Beach. Cap, that was awesome. Mate, it's in the trenches. You were down, you were out, you had to dig deep. You got it done, that must feel great.
For sure, mate. A lot of battles throughout that match. You know, the nail on the head. The crowd got us over in that second set, so thanks guys very much.
We're on you guys, we're doing our very best. But mate, at this level, that's just how it rolls. These teams, they've all got so much game. This team from Indonesia, they served so well, they were digging the balls, you guys had to make some adjustments. And at this level, you know, it's great to see the 12 months that you guys have had, you worked so hard coming off the Aussie summer to get to this event. You know, you go to the test every time you play out there, and it must be really satisfying. The two of you, you know, with Q over there, you can see the high fives, that steely look, just great to get it done.
For sure, mate. Look, Indonesia are always, they're very good. They're a very good team. Great ball control. You know, when they're aggressive, they're hard to beat. So for sure, mate, we had to make some adjustments, and you know, pretty much just had to fight hard.
Well, mate, we look forward to seeing you guys in the next round. Manly Beach one more time. Chris McHugh and Isaac Kappa. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to clear this arena now. So, if you are up there in the grandstands, we are going to ask you to exit up here because we're going to reset for tonight, as you can see up here on the big screen. We've got amazing live performance by Australia's Got Talent winner, Fletcher Pilon. He's going to be down here rocking out. We're going to have fireworks. We're going to have volleyball under the lights. This arena is going to look amazing. If you haven't got a ticket yet, you can get one right there. Just go to the big Mighty Might sign under the Hancock Prospecting umbrella there. If you don't have a ticket, you can't get in tonight. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being so awesome. If you are in these grandstands, obviously, please make your way gradually towards the exit, and we'll see you tonight very shortly.
If you don't mind, I can grab some food.
Yes, mate, go for it.